Boom, 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 boom.
Bang, 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 bang.
Okay, welcome back to Random TV Reviews. I'm your girl, Lynette.
I'm your boy, Stanley.
Season 2, Episode 6, Empire. This is the longest freaking title I ever heard in my life. A high hope for a high heaven, which had nothing to do with it to me.
Yeah,
it should have been called Bang, 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 and all that, and
boom, 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 bang, bang,
and
bang, bang.
with the enemy.
Yeah.
Well, we start off where we left off at. Welcome to all my new subscribers, to family members that came back. Welcome back.
Yeah.
We start off with Hakeem in the back of the van. Nothing new. You know, last week his little tail got kidnapped from the park, Piedmont Park. And we get this scene with Gabby. It's up on the rooftop terrace.
Yeah.
With old chocolate dropper.
Yeah, getting her bump and grind on.
He talking about some girl, you don't put it on me. I'm like,
say, wait a minute.
Don't sleep on the big girls. I've been a big girl. I've been a small girl. I'm in between right now. Don't sleep.
Yeah, because we know some stories on some big girls. We just can't put it out here on camera, but we could tell our host, we could tell you, but we can't tell you.
I can't tell you.
Yeah, I can't tell you.
So she's messing around with this guy named Jay Popper. Immediately, I said, something ain't quite right about this dude. But we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I promise you. So she's telling him, I got to go to work. And he's like, round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
More rounds. You can be late for work.
Right. So we get over there where Cookie and them at. I guess we could still call it Getaway Studios, but at the Lion Dynasty. And she's trying to call Hakeem. She got her girls in there. They rehearsing. They at the point where they need Hakeem to come in.
Yeah.
But don't nobody know where he at. That stupid Portia is in there talking about something. Put me in there. Come in there. Let me show you.
I can spit. Let me show you. I got some skills.
Come on here, Cookie. Come on here, Cookie.
Cookie said, no, you ain't got no skills. No.
She's like, matter of fact, you about not to have a job.
I bet you she can spit, though. She look like she could probably spit.
Yeah, she probably can spit. So Cookie
need to spit on her hair.
I liked it. It was ghetto fabulous, but I liked it.
Nah, I ain't.
Don't let Raven Simone see
it. I ain't like it.
So all of a sudden, after Cookie's been trying to call Hakeem for the longest, she gets a little FaceTime video, whatever it is, of him with tape over his mouth. She's like, Lucious need to stop playing. This ain't even... And she went on to about what she was doing. Then later on, just to figure... Some kind of way she got from there to where Lucious and Jamal was. Because Lucious and Jamal is in the studio together.
Yeah.
I love Jamal. But he was killing me so slowly.
Yeah.
With that.
Like, spit it out. Spit it out, Jamal.
And he was like, I'm really not into this. My heart is with Michael cheating on me. Lucious like, spare me the details. Don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
But put everything into the music, you know.
Yeah, and the Staples Center don't want to hire me because I'm portrayed as a gay artist, and I'm not a gay artist. I'm an artist that's gay, and da-da-da.
And Lucius like,
put it in the music.
Put it in the music. So all of a sudden, am I jumping ahead of myself?
Just keep it rolling. Keep the party rolling.
Yeah, so at some point in here, Cookie did show up to the studio. And she was like, okay, Lucius, you think this is funny? You think this is funny? He was like, this ain't me.
This ain't me this time. But I know who it is. Like, what?
We're going to talk about that later, too.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to hit my bullet point. I'm trying not to make this long at all. So we get to the place, we get this vision of where Hakeem is being held. The guys really didn't do nothing to him at first. From what I see, they just kind of had him hemmed up with a bag over his head or whatever. And the guys was like burning clothes and
putting bleach in the daggone thing.
In the barrel and all of that.
We know that's about you covering up your tracks. Hiding the DNA.
So while they had their back turned to Hakeem, Hakeem takes the bag and shakes it off his head. And he sees the back of their backs. And they have what looks like these like cow ranch.
Some bulls on the back.
Yeah, like some kind of branding tattoos. Which
that bull remind me of a brand, but I just can't think of it right now.
I know exactly what it is, but I can't think of it right now either. It's a barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it's gonna bother me.
Yeah,
but,
like Mike B said, it don't even matter.
Yeah, so Hakeem opened up his mouth, said, "Oh, so y'all some kind of cowboy gang or something like that?"
What's up? I'm a Hakeem. Boom.
Really? So you just had to open your mouth, right?
Hey, open your mouth.
Yeah. So they hit him in the head with the butt of the gun. Classic gangster move.
Mm-hmm.
He's out for the count for at least a little bit. So we get to the point where Lucious and Cookie go looking for Hakeem. They've getting instructions about where to drop some money off. Mm-hmm. How much was it? It was $40,000.
Yeah, 40,000.
And they down in I don't know where they was at. They look at like they was at the same place that Thirsty picked that laptop at. Okay.
Yeah, that sure do.
So they're down there, and the guy was like, you see the welder over there, pretty much drop the money in the trash can, and then 3-4 blocks from here, we're gonna drop Hakeem off in the van.
Yeah.
So they do that. They see the van pull up, they slide the door open, but Hakeem ain't up in there.
Yeah. Like what?
So the driver was like, "Dude, pay me a G."
And I let him out.
Now, wait a minute. Where's the hole in that story? Because Hakeem was stripped down.
Yeah.
And when he was in the park, Hakeem had on basketball shorts.
Ain't running with headphones on. So where did he get a grip from?
Where you get a grip from? In cash.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, the dude, told me let him out. So I let him out. So then they pan over to the scene where Hakeem is standing wherever Anika's coming from, crying. They meet up. And he just goes straight in and kiss her. So I don't mean no harm and disrespect. I love you. But if your eye look like it's getting ready to come out your head, don't kiss me.
I'm like, wait a minute. First of all,
we got some explaining to do.
What's going on with your face, player? That's the first thing.
And I said, I'm confused.
Yeah. So she didn't even acknowledge that. She just went on in.
Yeah. So we had the studio in which kind of, how did this happen backwards? But this guy named Jameson rose up in the studio. I actually thought he was from, what was it? Whatever. I don't matter.
But it don't even matter.
And he rose up and Jamal finally gets the song together, because his daddy always can talk him off the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy was like, yes. And Lucious like, what is he doing here?
I said, oh, John.
And the guy was...
some past beef. I knew it.
The guy was like, oh, you didn't know me and your dad had some run-ins together when he almost signed me when I left from Beretta.
When he left from Beretta, yeah.
And he was like, but when he found out I was gay...
he took off.
He was like, but we could have did some great things together. I said...
It's like, what did that mean?
What does that mean? So Jamal was like, look, Dad, you need to get over your homophobia.
Yeah.
I need this guy. He needs to take me to the top. He can bridge the gap. Yeah. And get me out of this gay box that they got me in. Yeah,
this little gay niche that they got
me in. Yeah, so finally, this is not funny though. Finally, Lucious was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and do it. So the guy said...
Any shit?
I said, stop, play it.
I'm like, come on, dog, you had to do that.
I said, you don't shake nobody's hand.
Like that, you don't go.
But he did that for Lucious. It was so funny.
Even though he was rubbing it in his face.
He was rubbing it in
his face.
So we get to a scene where everybody's over at the Lion's house, over at Lucious' house, and everybody's concerned about Hakeem. He tripping out by this point. Nobody ever said how he really got to the daddy house. How he get from Anika's to his dad's house. We don't know.
Nobody knows.
Care. But the doctor
he jogged there. That's what he did.
He did. And he didn't get kidnapped this time.
Yeah.
So the doctor wants to check him out. Hakeem was like, no, absolutely not. I'm fine. Doctor finally takes him in the back. And he lifts his shirt up before they could close the door. And Cookie was able to see that Hakeem got his tail whooped.
Mm-hmm.
His back was all tore up.
But see, I don't know if he got scratches on the back from getting whooped or if Anika did that when they got that grind out. That's what I couldn't figure out.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that, because when they came out there, the doctor said, oh, he didn't have no major issues on beside his eye. He didn't even dress what's going on with his back.
No, he didn't.
Mama, that he didn't even dress that.
But Cookie already knew that something was going on with him and Anika, because when he went in the kitchen to get his back checked out the dining room, the phone was turned this way and she could see Anika calling.
I think he did that on purpose.
You think?
So she could see it.
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, Hakeem is in the studio rehearsing with the girls finally. And Hakeem is off. I really thought he had a concussion. He was holding his head.
Yeah.
He kept telling the girls they sounded off, which they sounded fine to me.
He said, y'all sound like static.
And I was like,
what?
He was banging and bouncing into the girls. And I was like, this is not rough at all. Rough at all. I was like, what is really happening?
This ain't the club, dog. This is rehearsal.
Yeah. So then we get to this scene where, I said I'm not going to talk about everything, but Lucious and Cookie are fussing about the security of the Lions. Empire versus Lion Dynasty. And Lucious goes into this long conversation about pretty much how you need me.
Yeah.
This wouldn't have never happened if you were under my label, you were under my roof, and you were under the protection of the Lucious Lion brand. Cookie is like, I don't want to be over there with you. He said, I don't want you. I want the boy.
Yeah.
Give me the boy.
I think he lying, though.
He lying. He just trying to hurt her
Cookie.
feelings.
Yeah.
So I was like, at this point, I'm like, Lucious?
Their love-hate relationship is just like
Lucious,
crazy.
but I'm going to talk about it.
It's like they love and hate each other so much that they made for each other. They need each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, now you need to help me with this because it went by so fast. Cookie decides that it was a great idea to bring the same guys that had Hakeem beat up, have them a part of the security team, saying that Hakeem needs to face his giants in so many words,
so he can get
get his beef back, get some muscle in his chest.
Yeah,
by being around the guys.
Yeah, I can help you with that.
Yeah, please help me with that.
That's real simple. She was going by what that guy told her to do.
Okay, because I missed that part.
Because he said you need to invite the wolves into your house and make them a part of your team.
Okay.
Then that way they secure them, so you ain't have to worry about them. You can keep on your game. And we know why he did that.
At the end.
At the end, we know why he did that.
So they go into this meeting. They start off real cool. Well, they really didn't even start off real cool.
Nah, he's cocky.
Cookie said, well, thank you for having this meeting. And he comes straight out.
So who's the B now?
Who's the B now? Who's the B now?
I knew so. I knew he wasn't going there cool.
No, Hakeem.
Yeah, that's Hakeem. Hot head
Hakeem.
Hot head cock.
Leave
it out. Cut that out.
But so Cookie is getting scared because she was like, my son has the potential to kill people. And she was like, look, son, don't do it.
Don't do it.
If you pull that trigger, you're going to force me to jump in front of the bullet. How you going to jump in front of that bullet, Cookie?
You ain't that fast.
Right. So, finally, Hakeem was getting ready to put the gun down, but the other guy on the other side was reaching for his gun in the back. I said, don't put it down just yet. That guy throwing Cookie, grabs the gun.
God, that's the Cookie I know right now, boy.
I said, Dago, handle it like a boss.
Uh-huh.
I said, Hakeem, you won't go shoot nobody. The bullet won't even in the chamber. She put the bullet in the chamber.
Yep.
I hate him. So, pretty much now they just trying to get their street cred back. Trying to get, Hakeem built back up like a man. Whatever. It's not really working right now.
Yeah, because they don't destroy his manhood because he got kidnapped.
So, we had this, I guess we had Leviticus. It doesn't look like the Leviticus that we're used to because this is for gutter records.
Yeah, gutter records, yeah.
So, Becky.
All running together.
Yeah. It's too much going on.
Yeah.
Becky and Jamal are having this kiki conversation about how her walls done got banged out.
Yeah.
And how
Jamal was like, stop, no.
He said, I shot Cover Woka. I said, y'all not funny. I was like, and she was like, I can barely stay up. My
knees so weak. She thought she felt that.
He was like, go ahead, girl. I really love their relationship because you can genuinely tell that they're friends for real.
She said, big girl, you better back it up. You better back it up.
So, Big, wow, get ready to call him Big Papa. No.
What?
The devil is a lie.
Oh.
I'll get ready to call him Big Papa like Big and Smalls.
Oh, no.
Never.
No.
Oh,
Nowhere near close.
That's blasphemous.
Yeah, you gotta, you need to repent for that.
J Papa
Yeah, Jay. There you
freaks
go.
all the honeys.
Don't even give him that.
Becky.
Yeah, that honey. Yeah.
So Jay he up there rapping, doing his thing or whatever. Sound pretty good, but before he even rapped, you got to remember that him and Andre had this conversation about where his name came from. Come to find out, he was a PK.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, he was a GPK. He was a
grandparent
God
kid.
Yeah.
Say God kid.
God kid. He was saved. So Andre said, "You can add the words."
You add the words
into your rap.
Say you can reach more people with the light than you can with the darkness. And they got no handshakes. What's all these handshakes tonight?
The right hand of fellowship, like at church. Welcome. So he gets up there and he's spitting, he sound all right. Then all of a sudden he hit the scripture on him, and Lucious said, "What the hell?
What the heck was that?"
Becky said, "What the heck was that?" They both look at each other like,
The Andre said, "You see how the crowd react? You see that? Mm-hmm.
Bringing it on to the light."
Yeah, bring it on to the light.
I said, "Andre, you."
But we knew it was gonna happen though.
I'm gonna say this. You know how when I can attest to it, when you first get saved, everything is just so spiritual to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now Andre is in that I just got saved moment.
So scripture gotta be in everything.
Everything has to be Jesus. Everything has to be a scripture, and everything has to be covered in oil.
Yeah, you gotta put the word in the music, bro.
Bringing them on to the light. I was like, "Come on, Andre, you going too far with this now."
But I can appreciate him though.
Yeah, he real about it.
Yeah, he real about it.
He ready to cut everybody off the label and ain't got no scripture.
He gonna cut all of them. They ain't got no character, no scripture.
Freda gotta go.
Like, player, this is your livelihood. You can't cut them like that.
No. So, Freda, it's finally her time to get up there and rap. Freda comes on the set, y'all.
Kick that.
I said,
you couldn't even tell her. You couldn't even tell the whole story because you want to do that freaking Karate Kid kick. Yeah, she rapping this dude on the crowd. He talking all this stuff towards her and stuff, and talking about she need to put the mic down and other. I said, Freda's gonna jack him. She gonna jack him.
She held it together for like 55.2 seconds. Focus. And he was challenging her again. And I was like, maybe they should do like a green mile. Back and forth rap and whatever rap battle. All of a sudden we seen it again.
Boom! You almost kicked the camera.
No, I didn't.
You did.
I have good aim.
You was about 3 inches or an inch away from kicking the camera.
I'm in control.
Didn't y'all see her foot come close to that camera? Y'all probably thought she was gonna kick y'all in your forehead.
I did. But anyway. So Freda do that. She knew she was in trouble. Her and her crew.
Yeah.
They bounced on out, rolled on out. Lucious let Andre know right off bat. I don't care what she do. She can burn this place down, as far as I care.
But we ain't dropping her.
We ain't dropping her.
Yeah, you ain't. In other words, you ain't changing this one.
You ain't giving her no Bible verses. You ain't giving her no right hand of fellowship, and she not getting baptized, and she not gonna be the youth leader. So I'm sorry, y'all. It's late. It's like midnight, and we doing this freaking review, and I need to be in bed.
Cause you gotta get up in a few hours.
I sure do.
Me too.
So we're finally at this set where the girls, which I can't remember the name right now, and
the Golden Girls,
Hakeem are supposed to be performing, right? Hakeem is out in the back in the alley trying to get his stuff together. You know, here comes the creeping snake, Lucious.
How you know he was in the alley?
I got a nice beat for you. Da 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 da. And I thought Hakeem was gonna go for the okie doke. He listened to it, you know, was vibing to it, whatever. He took the little code key, we call it the code key, SD flash card, whatever. And he, you know, Lucious was like, no strings attached. And he's like, okay, bet. He's like, you know what, but with you, it's no strings attached. It's like branches, you know, ropes
around your neck.
And he goes in to go do his set. The girls is on the, and they really killing it. I really like them.
Mm-hmm.
They out there doing their thing. And it's time for Hakeem to come on. He come down the steps. And he
froze.
I said, who he see out there? The dudes? He see his snaking daddy.
Mm-hmm. He's smiling.
He was had a blue cast over his face. I said.
So he looked at the devil himself.
And he could not say a word. And old girl, she a boss.
Yeah.
The old girl took control of that song and she started spitting bars, like Kevin Hart said, bars. And and every time he would look at his daddy, and then finally she said something about trigger fingers.
About pulling trigger finger and I'll be home tonight.
I'll be on Michelle Obama.
He exploded. I don't know how she know he was about ready to shoot somebody, but
yeah,
that's a whole nother story.
But
it worked.
This fool turned over the table over there.
I just flipped the table, everything.
The end table.
Threw plates and forks and knives, everything. Boom.
I wanted to do a Kevin Hart.
It's like, what? What?
I said, Hakeem, you did that.
Yeah.
You flipped the script. Snake in the grass couldn't handle it. He slid his way right on up out of there.
Say you resist the devil and he'll flee.
That's what Andre said. That's what Andre should have said. And Andre was like, yeah, this is Revelation. So, Lucious finds Freda. She just walked from the corner store because she went to get her a super chill, the pineapple kind. I'm just playing. She probably did, though.
She probably did, though, yeah.
Or that blue cream soda. You know, we love that. And Lucious was like, she was like, if I'm dropped, I understand. Yeah. I deserve to be. And he was like, no, you're not dropped. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull you closer. I got 3 sons that I don't even relate to. I relate to them better than you. Yeah. I was like, because she sounds like a dude. Yeah. Freda was like, yeah, because, I deserve it. I said, Freda, your voice is deep as hell.
Yeah,
But y'all no kidding though. Freda is very established in real life. Like she ain't ride off of her daddy's coattail for nothing.
Yeah.
She's a barber, right?
Yeah, she a barber. Mm-hmm.
Like to Ludacris and all of them folk, all of them crazy folk.
And she can spit.
And she can spit her tail off. So why he say I got a track for you? I said he better not give her the same goddamn track.
I knew he was.
And they start on the track, and I said, Lucious, you dirty dog. And she goes in the bars, and she killed it in the car.
Well, he gave her some bars first, then.
He didn't give her no bars. He gave her
I thought he was gonna go freaking what you call it on us.
I thought he was gonna go hard, like on Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, that's what I done. But he kind of laid back. He said, blah, 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 blah. Like.
He was tired because Lucious be fighting them women in real life, so he was tired on that episode. I like Lucious on here, but in real life, I don't like men that beat women. I'm just saying. So Cookie, she shows up. Me either. Cookie shows up at the guy's house, the promoter guy, and she was pretty much like, "Do me good and make me forget about everything I've been through this week." She had on her stripper clear heels. I was like, Cookie. Something ain't right about this dude.
I don't trust him.
He started jacking her up, pulled her up, put her on the sofa table. And next thing I know, they were getting it in, and he took that shirt off, and he got the same goddamn
tattoos of the guys that freaking kidnapped got on Hakeem. Got his branding mark in his back too.
I said she's sleeping with the enemy.
Yeah, I told Lynette. I said before we got on the freaking camera, I said I didn't trust him when he said, "Did you need to pay the guys that freaking
that took
kidnapped?" Yeah, I was like, "What? You security? Like you security? Why are you going to tell them that? You supposed to be protecting them?"
Now, we got a question last week. Sean Godwin, I'm not going to forget you because you did ask me to elaborate a little bit about what we think about what happened to Hakeem. Oh. Now, according to tonight, this is my theory, and I could be completely wrong. Next week it could change. But my theory is this is all Lucious. I believe that Lucious set this promoter in place to get on the inside with Cookie, to distract Cookie. He's gotten to Hakeem so that Hakeem could get so scared that the only person that could protect me is my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll go back over there to his dad. That's why I believe that Lucious is so pissed off. Look, them boys have strayed away from Lucious before. But Lucious has never been this pissed off about somebody not doing what he want them to do.
Because usually he'll go back to him a lot faster than that. They'll just like forgive him and just...
Yeah, like even when the part where I didn't talk about it, but when Hakeem walked away from Lucious, Lucious parked that car and bust in the building.
Yeah.
Like he was ready to fight that dude. And I was like, you having a temper tantrum because your little tactic didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
At first I thought it was Thirsty last week, but I really believe that this week it's Lucious. He put all of that stuff into play, hoping that Hakeem would be scared and come back. And Cookie would get scared and be like, I need to be under the protection of the Lucious Line label, the brand, all of that, because ain't nobody going to really touch him. They'll touch me when they know we divided, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I think you got a good point because Lucious was not bothered by him getting kidnapped. He said...
he wasn't.
He was telling Cookie, keep calm. I got this. I know who did it. He said it.
I know who did it.
I know who did this. If you ain't got nothing to do with it, how do you know who did it?
So I think all of it, I think the dude is a plant. He's already been planted there. Mm-hmm. He's feeding information right back to Lucious, and everything is just falling into direct play.
Yep. And as y'all can see at the close of the episode tonight, that we saw him in the car with the guys, and he said, now we can get more money. Mm-hmm. Remember that? Mm-hmm. So, it's a plan.
It is. But we're not going to tear y'all, and I'm tired. I would give shout-outs, but I don't want to make this any longer than what it is. But I love you all. Thank you for rocking with your girl.
Straight from the rainy VA, because it's raining here in VA.
The dirty, dirty South.
We give you 2, 2, 2, 2, up. Bang, bang, bang.
Down, holla. Bye.
Bye.